The fall season is here, and while my team is out doing a hardscaping project, I'm here knocking out a couple of curbside leaf removals for a client of mine. It is currently 1:15. These two piles are for $150 each, so $300 total. Let's see how long it takes us to get these done. Here's what the whole entire pile looks like so you guys can see. We're gonna have to blow some of the leaves that are over there on this side all the way down. I think that we could probably do this in about 15 to maybe 25 minutes. All right, we are all finished with job number one. It is currently 1:55. So that job took us about 30-40 minutes-ish. So let's get on to the next one. As you can see, we got all of the leaves around here. And it's very important when you do this that you blow off the street. You don't leave any leaves or dust in the street. Obviously, there's going to be a couple, but you want to make sure that you leave the street pretty clean for the most part. All right, we are at the second leaf cleanup of the day. We got all these leaves right here at the end of the driveway. Let's see how long it takes to get these leaves up. All right, it is currently 3 o'clock, so those two jobs took us, I believe, about an hour and a half, maybe an hour and 45 minutes or so. I was a solo crew today, so it did take a little bit longer having to pick up the blower, drop the vacuum, all that kind of stuff. We still made some pretty solid timing for a solo crew. 2 hours, $300. Obviously, there's some drive time involved and there's some expenses involved, but stay tuned because in the next segment, I'm going to be showing you guys the breakdown of all of the expenses, the profits, and how much money we actually put in our pocket from doing these two jobs. All right, we just made it home, and before we can calculate the profit for the job, let's go ahead and see how much leaves are in the trailer. Got to pop up here really quick, and let's check it out. All right, so as you can see, we got quite a bit. I'd say this is at least almost halfway full. I'm gonna just go ahead and call it halfway. It'll be a lot easier to calculate. So it costs about $50 to dump an entire dump trailer load. So I'd say the dumping is worth about $25. But stay tuned, I'm about to give you guys the whole breakdown. So here is the profit breakdown for those two leaf vacuuming jobs. I will put it up on the screen here. But basically, obviously you guys know we did $300 in revenue. It took about 3 hours of time. Really, it took 2 hours, but I wanted to go ahead and add an hour just for drive time and everything. So we had two main expenses. The dump fee, which we already determined, it's $50 for a full load. We used about a half a load. So I put that down as $25 for the dump fee. And then in gas and diesel for the truck, we spent about $25 on fuel. So that brings us down to a net profit of $250, which means we made about $83 an hour net profit. Now, obviously, if you invest in all of this equipment, you want to make more than $250 a day. Typically, we would have a full day's worth of work, but like I said earlier, my team was doing the hardscaping job. I just had to get a couple of these done. But definitely, if you're going to invest in a dump trailer, a diesel truck, and a leaf vacuum, you're going to want to try to push for $1,000 a day. Now, if you live in an area like I do in Virginia, where there's tons of trees and leaves dropping every fall, it's definitely possible to make $1,000 to $2,000 a day doing a leaf removal service. You just got to have the right equipment and you got to get the customers coming in. And the way you do that is by having good marketing. So what I do personally, I have a great website with search engine optimization. I get tons of Google reviews. I have Facebook ads that give me 10 or more leads per day. And I also use signs like this. I put these up all over the city. It's got a QR code, it's got a logo, leaf removal, phone number, website. That way, I'm all over the city. I'm always in front of people's faces. So whether they call on the first time they see my sign, or whether they call when they see my Facebook ad or my next door post or whatever it is, eventually they're gonna call. If you guys want to learn exactly how I generate these leads and exactly how I run my business, go to the link down below. It's a school community. And basically what that is, it's a bunch of like-minded individuals and business owners and soon to be business owners and entrepreneurs. We all come together, we help each other out, answer each other's questions, give out great advice. We do a weekly group call with all of us. And like I said, it's kind of like a Q&A. Everyone just talks about their daily problems, their goals, how they can reach them, and everything like that. So like I said, go down to the description below to the school.com link, and I will see you there. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. If you did make it to the end, go ahead and drop a like, subscribe to the channel, comment down below, let me know what you want to see next. I will be making tons of more long form content like this, as well as my short form content that most of you guys already know me for. Anyway, like I said, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.